Hey guys. It's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the fufu juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here and see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 $half. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. We are at another local school. Fairly local anyway, about a 40-minute drive, but most of that was back roads, just taking my time. It's only 8:43 in the morning on a Saturday. It's another one of those schools that was shut down. A lot of windows that are boarded up on the lower levels from where people have vandalized it and tried to break in. Most likely, that's what I'm guessing anyway. If you abandon anything around here, somebody's going to try to break into it. Temperature is mild. It's only about 78 right now, and I think the humidity is a little higher than that. So I already started out with my do-rag just because I know 10 minutes from now I'm going to need it. We're going to go try to save some history and see what we can find. So let's come along for the ride. Well, I wasn't sure what this was. It's 9:05, so I haven't been here that long. I started to wipe the back down a little bit, and I saw, I can't even see it anymore, but there was 1 cent starting to peek through on the back. And in the front, look right there, you can start to see the headdress of an Indian. Got an Indian head penny. There has been an annoying lack of signals here, actually. I suspect somebody beat me to the place, but we got an Indian head. Pretty toasty. Let me see if I can clean it off a little bit and figure out what the date on this is. And we can indeed get the date on it. It's 1880. So we got into the 1800s right away. It's a toasty sucker, but I'll definitely take it. Toasty or unleaded, whatever you want to call it. I'll take it. Alright, it's actually pretty muddy out, and I don't know how well this is going to work. Wind's picking up a bit too, but I'm going to try to show you guys some of the signals. It's not all that deep, but it's really high. I think that may just be a quarter, but that could be in the silver range too, so we're going to take a look and find out. Hang on. Alrighty, I got the plug dug. It rhymes. It's not a very big plug, and my target is not showing up very deep, and it said it wasn't deep anyway, so let's see what we got there. Still betting it's like a quarter. Could be flashing too. Oh, I think I see a quarter right there. No? Seriously? A penny? A Lincoln Memorial penny? It was ringing so high probably because it was so shallow. Nothing else in there. I'll be dang. A penny. Who would have thought? Alright, this one is showing up a bit deeper. Probably just another penny, but we're going to find out on that one too. Alright, this one is more exciting. It says it's still in the hole, and I got a pretty big plug right on the side over there somewhere. Come on, let's get some silver today. Not seeing any silver. There's a rock there. Let's get the rock out of the way. Right down there. I'm not seeing anything, are you? Is that little thing it? What the heck? Seriously, is that it? Piece of lead? Yeah, it's heavy. It's a piece of lead. That's an odd one. I'll scan the hole again to see if that's it, but a piece of lead. Okay, interesting. This is probably going to be nothing. But that's one of those signals I had to share. Let's see what that is. I think that might be another quarter. Or actually, not another quarter, because the first one wasn't. We'll see if I'm right this time. Alright, it is in the plug. Yep, right there. Just a quarter. At least we got it this time. We called it. And it is not a state quarter. Whoops. Let's see what kind of years. 65. Wouldn't you know it? That is 65, isn't it? Yeah, 65. Wouldn't you know it? 1 year away from being a silver. There's got to be some silver in here somewhere. I just know it. Alrighty, I think I just got my first sweet penny for the day, and it was not deep at all. This is probably 2.5 inches. And we got ourselves a 1940 40S. Good shape. That's first sweet penny for the day. We'll take it. So far, for key, noteworthy items, we've got an Indian head penny from 1880 and a wheat penny from 1940. So big range there. Let's keep going. This is a interesting little piece. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Part of me says it looks like a nail, but I've never seen one like this with this dent in the back. The other part says it's a flat button, but I think this is iron right there. So I've never seen, I don't know if a flat button would have an iron shank or not, but huh, interesting, isn't it? It's heavy. It's got some weight to it, like it's brass or something, or maybe a tomback material. I don't think so, because it's not shiny enough, but maybe a brass-headed nail? Is that possible? What do they use those for? Huh, I'm going to keep it and keep going. This was ringing up a little bit odd, and I thought when I saw that it was a squished bullet at first, because of course it's a school, so I find tons of bullets. This is even better. It's the top hat out of a Monopoly game. Cool. And if you're wondering how these ring up on the Equinox, it was about a 19. That's a pretty cool piece. I like it. Looks like it's been down there for a while too. Not too bad, but a little bit. Cool find. I love it. This is an interesting one. I'm not sure entirely what it is. It looks like a piece of jewelry, just costume jewelry of some sort. It's got a little bit of green on it, so I suspect it's not real gold or silver or whatever. And you see the mark where this was sitting on top of that, like that in the hole. It doesn't look like the whole piece. Maybe part of a barrette or something like that. I don't know. Interesting though. I think it might have been pretty if it was whole, but and there's just this piece. It looks like it might have been a really clean cut somehow. Really interesting. Nothing special, but we'll take it and keep going. This was coming up just kind of like a zinc penny, just a hair different, so I decided to dig it and see what it was. And it's some sort of little, like the bottom part of a necklace that broke off. I don't think it's silver. I think it's probably chrome plated or something like that. It's too shiny for silver. But it's an interesting little piece. Getting tired. It's lunchtime too. I'm hungry. Well, this is different. This one was an odd signal too. It was coming in 18, as you can see, and it's different. Look at that. It looks like an earring. And I don't know, a ring too? Oh, I see. It's got that split in it. It's an earring. It's costume jewelry. but check that out. Wow, that's a humdinger. I thought it might have been a ring at first, and then I saw this little thing sticking up there, and I knew it was an earring, but then I didn't know if it was real. I'm pretty sure it is not. Precious metal. It feels too light, but a cool find nonetheless. We'll keep it and take it and keep going. Alright, just as I was about to stop and get some water, I got my second wheat penny for the day, and it is 12:10, so I've been out here for a while by now. This is 50s, 55 it looks like. Nothing horribly old, and it wasn't that deep. It was just a little ways down right here under that root, but we got her. Okay, I had to share this one. This is that signal that has a potential for silver. Okay, so I see about where it is there. Right in front of the shovel here. So we're gonna try to jinx ourselves with a live dig. Alright. Turn my headset back on so it'll reconnect. Oops. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? That was that signal. That's the one I was waiting for, and we got her on a live dig. It is a rosy, so we can rub that sucker. But we got us some silver today. What does that say? 1958? 1958 rosy. So we got one piece of silver for the day on a live dig. That's sweet, isn't it? That's nice. I don't get to do that too often, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's keep going, guys. I think we might have wheat penny number 3. Yep, that's a wheat penny. And looks like we got a 40 something or other there. What does that say? 45? Yeah, I think we got a 45. So no, this one was a little bit deeper. This one was about 6 inches down. So I'm on the downhill side of the school. There's the school. The back field is complete trash. The front, I'm pretty sure this has all been detected before. It was established in 1930. But down here next to the road where people are shy to go to, there's a few targets, so I'm trying to find them. Let's keep going. Alright, might be hard to see it, but right there is where the plug is for the last wheat penny I found. And just over here, like 2.5 feet away, I got another one. This one appears to be 1945, so almost same time. I don't remember what the other one was. Was it a 45 also? Might even be the same year. That's pretty cool. So there's stuff down on this downhill side, but only got about 20 feet of downhill left to go. Of course, there is another section. So I got a little bit of area to go here, probably an hour, and we'll be done. And there you have it. We are done. That was an action-packed adventure, wasn't it? Okay, maybe not so much action-packed, but I had fun. I got out, I got to try a new location. Didn't know whether it would be any good or not. Happened to find it on the map, and that's part of the fun, is finding new locations and then going out and checking them out. I'm pretty sure this had been hit before. Like I said, there was an annoying lack of signals that were any decent. All the stuff was either trash or iron, and I did dig a lot of iron. I'll show you some of it here. So, you know, given that, we came away with some pretty good stuff. So let's see what we did end up with a day. And I got a couple of bonus items I'll toss in here real quick first, and I'll show you those. All right, that is the overall board for the day. This is back from the hunt that I went on where I dug all the signals and showed you guys. There's the remnants of the harmonica reed plate that I got, and there's that sundial thing that we had. That's pretty cool. It did flatten out pretty nicely. It's sunny outside. I should go take this outside and try using it. Maybe mount it on a board or something, and we can just play around with it at the house or something. This is from this Sunday. I went out on my West Michigan metal detecting club meet. We do an annual get-together to do a seated hunt. I didn't do the seated hunt this year. I wasn't sure I was going to get to go at all, but we hung around for just a short bit afterwards to detect in the area that we were in, and I came up with a 65 quarter, of course, a 53 wheat, an old hair clip. This is probably 40-50 years old, I think. It's pretty nice. It would have been pretty when it was new, and a part of an old buckle, like a Boy Scout type buckle. This is where you would have had your cloth belt that stuck through, and it's cinched down with the little teeth there. Really good buckle. I kind of wish they still made these a little bit more these days because they were really good. On to the other stuff. There's some of the iron I was talking about. Not all of the garbage, but so much iron that was in the ground, and you can see how incredibly rusted some of this was. It gave off a halo that was just too much to pass up. You had to dig it and find out. And if you don't, you're gonna miss some good stuff. So you gotta dig this stuff. You new metal detectorists, if you're doing this, you're gonna find this. So with the other stuff, I got this giant piece of lead. Got some trash, some zinc stuff, some washers, one rolling away. 4 bullets. Of course, it's a school, so I have to find bullets, which I hate. I hate finding bullets at a school. I don't like that. Some clad that wanted to get older. I found 3 65 quarters. 3! Can you believe it? That's like, you know, one finger, and middle finger is what it was giving me, I tell you what. Here's some of the other interesting stuff. There's that earring that I found, just, you know, junk earring, but pretty good, cool. There's that Monopoly hat, the top hat from the Monopoly piece. That's a cool find. You know, nothing special there. Part of a, not sure what that was, piece of jewelry of some sort. This I'm still not so sure about, though. I don't know if this is a nail head. I don't think so. It's too big. I mean, look at that next to a penny. It's pretty darn big. And the back of it is, see how it's got that little sunk in section there? And an iron looked like a post in the center. Was that a button of some sort? I just don't know. Somebody out there has got to recognize this thing, though, and help me out. So there's that. And then the good stuff for the day. I got 4 wheats ranging from 40 to 55, a couple of 45s. I got that one silver, which was really cool because I knew when I found that was a silver signal. And I'm trying to show you guys more of those signals that I get. So if you're trying to learn the way the sounds are, it'll help you out. But as soon as I got that, I'm like, that's sounded like a silver signal, and to do it on a live dig and find out, I rarely get to do that. So that was very exciting. And then this one Indian head penny that is a bit toasty, but you can see the date really nicely there, that 1880. Whoops. The back of it leaves a bit to be desired. And it's so crusty, the camera doesn't even want to focus on it properly. This thing has got a story to tell. It's seen some life, hasn't it? So, you know, I'd like to be out there digging large cents and gold doubloons or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff too. But in the area that I'm in, it's just not going to happen. So when I can go out to an area and do something like this and, you know, get some silver and an Indian head penny and things like that, I'm good with that. That's a pretty what was that, about 4 hours, 4.5, somewhere between 4 and 5 hours that I was out. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. I remember when I first started detecting, I could spend the entire weekend, 8-10 hours a day out, not find a single wheat scent. So, you know, I'm coming back pretty much every time with wheat pennies, finding decent, you know, Indian head pennies every outing or two these days. So I'm not going to complain about that. It's getting hot again, so I might complain about that though. You know, we got to have something to complain about, but I'm not going to complain about this. So I had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you guys are getting out and doing some detecting. Let me know what some of your most interesting finds are these days, especially as it gets hot and you know, things are drying up or whatever. I'm kind of curious what you guys are finding that's really cool out there. So I will talk to you guys later and see what we can come up with next weekend.